ومن تابع مع الأعمال العالمية وإنما المسلسلات، ومع مسلسل ساندمان اللي قدر يحصل على تقييم 7.8 على IMDb بعد ردود الأفعال الإيجابية مع طرح حلقاته ال11. هالعمل اللي من بطولة توم ستاريج، غواندلاين كريستي، جينا كولمان، فكرته سبق وكتبها ونشرها نيل جيمان ضمن سلسلة قصص كوميك صدرت بين يناير 1989 إلى مارس 1996، وطورها مؤخرا ليتم تقديمها كمسلسل. والمزيد عن هالعمل بتابعونا في تراكينج ستوري نمبر 2.
I had a vision for a way that you could do Sandman on television that involved making it Sandman. There was no point in making it any less than the thing that we'd already made.
لهالسبب رفض نيل لمدة 30 سنة كل محاولات المنتجين، الكتاب والاستديوهات اللي أظهروا رغبتهم بجلب ساندمان إلى الشاشة الكبيرة.
When I met Alan, David Goyer put the two of us together and we talked about the show, and then Alan and David came up to my place in Woodstock and we spent 3 days talking about the show, and it was obvious that we were all talking about the same show. The thing that we wanted to make, which I feel like we had made, was going, what is television? What is episodic television? What do we gain? How can we rethread some of the story in ways that will work for television? How can we take things that I would have loved to have done when I was doing the comics, but I only had 24 pages?
وهالأسئلة ساعدت ألان زميله في الابتكار والمنتج المنفذ للعمل على إيجاد أجوبته.
I felt like, because I came to the work as a fan really early on, but then I'd been doing television for the last 20 years, and so by the time I reread the books, it was very much as a television writer. So before I met Neil, I remember saying to David Goyer, there's a lot of work for us to do to make this into a TV show. You know, Dream is not in the doll's house for most of it. That was the sort of most obvious change we were going to have to make. And David assured me that Neil, who had just come from running Good Omens, knew all of this and understood all of it. And he did. I mean, Neil showed up and the first thing that Neil said was, we have to figure out a way to make it all Morpheus' story.
I'm the king of dreams, ruler of the nightmare realm.
ولا يستوعب ألان تصور نيل وما يدور في باله. نيل قرر يشارك بقصص من ساندمان ما سبق استخدمها لضيق المساحة ولا حتى أخرجها من درجة.
Here is a scene that I wrote when I wanted to do something here, but I couldn't, so I cut that whole scene. But here you go. Here's, you know, the Phantom Stranger and Morpheus meeting on the way back from hell and stuff.
That was amazing. Just as a fan, to get this stuff.
والفانز استمتعوا بمشاهدة توم ستاريج اللي أدى دور ساندمان، هالشخصية اللي تحضيرها حمل تحديات عديدة.
The first thing, to be honest, the first questions I had for Neil were, what does he look like? And what does he sound like? Which may sound counterintuitive because there are a litany of images of him in these books. But we started doing camera tests, and again, as a fan, all I wanted to do was literally realize the images that were in the graphic novels. And so we painted my skin as white as A4 paper. We put black contact lenses in my eyes. I had wild, huge hair. And the extraordinary costumes made by Sarah Arthur. And it was perfect. It was a perfect representation.
ولكن نيل ما كان راضي كليا.
It took a long time. It took multiple camera tests to get to a place where Neil was like, Tom, you look sickly pale anyway. Your hair is always messy, and I can see the cosmos in your eyes. And then the second thing was, what does he sound like? Because, you know, the one thing that, you know, that, like, I don't know about you, but when I see the white capital letters in the black speech bubbles for Morpheus, I do hear something. There's a power to them. And Neil was very specific and said that he is the voice inside of your head. He's the voice that invites you to sleep and that guides you through your dreams. And that was really helpful because, you know, at the beginning I was like, he should be Terminator. And so, like,
that ain't
snap me out of that one.
I will do all that and more.
أما فيفيانا واللي أدت دور مساعدته لوسيان فتحضيرها لشخصيتها كان مختلف كليا.
For me, I think it was just really leaning into the essence of who Lucienne is. So Neil and Alan talked about that a lot. You know, she's presided over the dreaming whilst Morpheus has been captured. She's tried to keep this thing intact, you know. She has a deep compassion for him. She loves him. She loves the realm, what's important about it. So I think always staying grounded in that truth and the truth of this relationship and how special it is, and to preserve that and to care for him.
Forgive me, sire, the palace, the realm. They are not as you left them.
وإلى جانب فيفيان، هالعمل حمل مشاركة عربية لرزان جمال، وبحلقتنا بكرة بتتابعون لقائنا الخاص معها.